It has been years since I checked out Video Games Monthly, and what it is they offer bundles of games that they send to you monthly, choosing different packages. I purchased the 5-Up bundle, and you know, this is kind of a cool service, especially if you don't have a lot of game stores in your area or thrifting. And so I thought I'd check it out. My good buddy Jay from Square Pegs, he does a monthly video on this, and you know, I thought I'd check it out for myself. So here we go. I'm going to unbox this. I'm going to show you the games and actually going to rank each game in 3 categories. I'm going to rank it on condition. I'm also going to rank it on the actual game itself. Is it fun to play? What would I give the actual grade of the game? And I'm going to give a value of it. I'm going to give this a value on what each game's worth. I think that's important, and give you my final thoughts when I'm done. So here we go. Let's go ahead and unlock this. Let's see here. It's interesting. All right. First up. Oh, all right. I do believe this is Smash Brothers, Super Smash Brothers. And this is the N64 import. All right. So here is the cart I received. The label is in nice shape. There is some slight sun fade, I do believe. But overall, cart's in great shape. Gonna give it a B. And here we go. Now, some people may not know, but there are regional differences typically in Nintendo releases. And Super Smash Brothers is no different. There's sound differences, even the character screen, there's slight little differences connecting it to the first appearances in Japan, as well as, you know, there's other little things too. Jigglypuff is not called Jigglypuff overseas, and so, you know, there's just some neat differences here, but the fun game that we received here, for the most part, is close. There's some balance differences as well with characters, but you may want to check out the import. This is a fairly inexpensive game, and I actually think I'm really excited about checking it out, as I'm a big Smash Brothers fan. You know, even some of the names of the levels are different. And so yes, I think that it would be a great game to get. I'm happy to receive this. It's been a while since I checked out the Smash Brothers on Nintendo 64. And even though its sequels were better, and I would rank them even higher, I think this would be a welcome addition to any N64 library. One of the better multiplayer games on the console, and I'm going to give it an A, as I think it is a solid experience. Here on price charting, as you can see, it is relatively cheap at $12.54 loose. Next up, all right, a Dreamcast game, and that is Sega Smash Pack Volume 1. I'm a huge Dreamcast fan and was hopeful when this one came out. Here is what this includes: 12 games, and the condition of this is pretty good. The actual disc is in really nice shape. I was really happy to see that. It looks like it hasn't been resurfaced or anything. The manual itself, not any dog ears, no folds, and complete. No rusted staples. Really nice to see that. Overall, I give this a B. The case was a little scuffed, but overall, pretty awesome shape. Here are the games that are included on this collection of games, and you're probably wondering, is he going to mention it? Yes, the sound is bad. The emulation that they used for the Sega Genesis games has bad sound. Ugh. Golden Axe is probably the worst, and so that's going to be a deal breaker for some. The good news is you can just turn down the sound, but you know, gameplay, it plays okay, but man, that sound is bad. But there is an upside. It does have Virtual Cop, and you can use a light gun, so that's awesome. That is a plus for some, as well as it does include Sega Swirl, which is a fun little puzzle game you can play with others. I overall give this a C, as I think it has some issues with some of the sound. Here is the complete price, $15. Not bad. Next game. All right, this is a sealed game, and this is PlayStation 2 Lord of the Rings Aragorn's Quest. All right. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. I've heard about this game but haven't played it myself. I know there's several versions of it. The PS2 version plays and looks like the handheld ones, while the PS3 and Wii versions took a different approach and are very different games. But it's sealed. That's awesome. It's an S. Condition's great. Nice to get a sealed game. And here it is. Overall, the PS2 version is like a top-down isometric game. Very simple combat. It does have some light action RPG elements. This is no Diablo, but this is geared towards younger audience. I typically like these types of games, but I don't think there is enough meat here for me to enjoy. Plus, if I'm going to play a Lord of the Rings game, there are so many other games that are better than this. This got panned because of that. Just too simple for me. It's not the worst game ever, but I'm going to give it a C and probably lean towards a C minus. Looking this game up, it is fairly cheap at $9.46, and so a cheap sealed game. All right, that's Shaun White skateboarding for the Wii, sealed. There were so many skateboarding games, especially on the Wii, and this one actually uses the balance board. I'm actually going to control it with the motion controls and nunchuck option, which is nice. You don't have to use the balance board. Condition is sealed, so it's an S. And I want to jump in and show you the game. So you have different characters that you can choose from. There is multiplayer. I really want to check out that control. And so checking out the control, and it's just okay. I'm just not a big fan of motion controls. I think many people have moved on, and this just one hasn't aged well. You know, I would play, the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater remake over this. There's just so many other options that are better. I found the motion control to not work the best. It could be my sensor bar connected to my monitor. I don't know, but it was just okay. Is this a terrible game? No. I think there's going to be fans out there that are going to appreciate this. It's probably a game I'm not going to go back and play, as there's just other games I would rather spend my time to check out. And I'm just so done with motion controls. So this is a pass for me, but I'm going to give it a C. I don't think it's a terrible game. Just kind of middle of the road. Looking at price charting, a sealed new copy of this is $7.19. Very cheap. All right, next up. Ooh, this is Virtua Fighter 2 for the Sega Genesis. Here is the loose cart I received in my package. There's some sticker residue on it. I also had to clean this cart thoroughly to get it to work. There was some corrosion on the contacts, and it just wasn't in the best of shape. Definitely, even as a used GameStop sticker, it's a C for sure. Might even be a C minus. So, how does Virtua Fighter 2 work on the Sega Genesis? The short answer is it doesn't. Okay, I'm not a big fan of this. Taking a 3D game, a revolutionary 3D game, and trying to make it a 2D fighter just doesn't work. Doesn't work for me. I don't think this is a great game. And there's so many other 2D fighting games that are so much better on the Sega Genesis library. This one just pales in comparison to other options that are the same price as well. I don't like this game. I don't think it's a good fighting game. It's definitely a D for me. Not a great player, and I'm not a fan. Price-wise, it's about $12.75 loose, so that actually shocked me to be more than I thought. More in here? All right. Oh, Vector Man 2 for the Sega Genesis. All right. I am a big platform fan, and Vector Man 2 is awesome. It often gets overlooked by so many other platformers that were offered on the Sega Genesis. Here's the cart in good condition and fired right up when I inserted it in my Sega Genesis. So here it is. If you haven't played this, it really kind of pushes some of the graphic limits of the Sega Genesis. Lots of special effects, awesome control, and several levels to explore. And this is just a fun one to play. I'm a big fan of Vector Man 2. One of my favorites on the Sega Genesis. I have many. And I do believe it's one of the better games that I received in this bundle. It's an A for me for sure. Looking at price charting, this one has risen a little bit. It's at $11.12 loose. And here is my final rankings with a total value of $68.06. Not bad. And in the comments section below, let me know if you agree or disagree. That is what I received for this month. I am going to continue to do this at least for one more month. I am curious. It is kind of fun to see what they will send me. Overall, I was happy with what I received. Some of the games were average, but there was 2 games that stood out to be a solid games I think any gamer would be happy to play. The condition of the games I think was above average. 2 sealed games. So that's it. What did you think of the games? Comment below. Do you use this service? And always, thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you like what you see, you may want to consider subscribing and checking out my channel as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you have a good day.